What is going on, guys? My name is Sena and welcome back to another video. This video is going to be a new and improved updated tutorial on how to farm unlimited XP in Valorant. As of me recording this video, we are currently in episode 4 act 1 of Valorant, and the time to complete this battle pass is particularly short. This battle pass is only going to be around for about 45 days or so this video is going to be showing you guys all of the best ways to get XP fast so that you can complete this battle pass before it's gone. Right before we jump into this video, I'm sure a lot of you are here from my TikTok, so if you are here from TikTok, consider hitting the subscribe button and leaving a like on this video if you enjoy content like this. I plan on posting a lot more informational Valorant content, so if that type of thing interests you, please consider subscribing. It's free and you could always unsubscribe at any time. In this video, I'm going to be showing you 2 ways that you could farm XP in Valorant. Just a quick disclaimer before this video starts, I am not responsible for any of the decisions that you make. By making this video, I am simply educating and informing people about these things that are in the game. I am in no way responsible for anything that happens to you if you decide to do any of these things in this video. Anything that may happen to your account is not on me. It was your decision to do this, so use these methods at your own risk. Now with that disclaimer out of the way, let's get into the 2 methods. Both of these methods have pros and cons, so I'll let you, the viewer, decide on which one you think is more worth it. The first way you can go about farming XP in Valorant is by AFKing in deathmatches. You can use a macro to make it so that you don't go AFK in deathmatches and use this to continuously farm them. The steps for setting this up goes as follows. Step 1 is install TinyTask. TinyTask is a free auto clicker which you can use to set this up. The link for TinyTask will be in the description below. After it downloads, what you're going to want to do is open it up and change some settings. The first thing you're going to want to do is click on continuous playback and make sure that it's checked. Next up, you're going to want to change your recording and playback hotkey. I have mine on F8 and F12. This makes recording and playing it back super smooth and easy. Step 2 is you're going to want to open up Valorant. Once you open up Valorant, you're going to want to click your recording hotkey. For me, this is F8. Once you've hit record, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click play at the top, then click deathmatch, then click start, then click on this rectangle invite friend thing on the right, and once you are here, you're going to want to spam WASD. Once you've done this, you can press F8 again to complete the recording. Whenever you're ready to farm, just click your playback hotkey, which for me is F12. What this will now do is put you in an infinite loop of death matches and keeping you from going AFK, granting you infinite XP. Oh, also something that I would recommend you do, which I did not mention in my original video, is that you should save this somewhere on your computer so that every time you open up TinyTask, you don't have to re-enter this recording. You can just open up the save file. This just saves you time and makes this a lot easier. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of this method. The first pro is that you can do it while AFKing. Unlike the second method, this method you don't have to actually play the game at all. You can just leave it running in the background and it will give you XP. The second pro is that it's pretty safe. The chances of other people in the deathmatch reporting you for AFKing is slim to none. I've never actually met anyone who's gotten in trouble for this, so this is a pretty safe method in general. Now let's talk about the cons. The first con of this method is that you get XP relatively slowly. By doing this, you're only getting around 5,000 XP per hour. That's about the same amount of XP that you get from playing out an unrated or a competitive match. But considering that you can do this while you're sleeping or while you wouldn't be really even playing the game anyways, this con doesn't really even matter. The second con is that it is pretty inconsistent. A lot of times I'll wake up and go to my computer and see that my game crashed in the middle of the farming. This means that a lot of times my XP is cut short because of the game crash. Sometimes if the game crashes early in the farm, I'll wake up and barely have any extra XP. And that's the main thing that I would say that really sucks about this method is how inconsistent it can be at times. But when it does work out for you, it is a beautiful thing. And that's basically all I have to say about the first method. It's easy to set up, you can do it while AFKing, and you do get a pretty decent amount of XP. Now let's move on and talk about the next way that you can farm XP in Valorant. The second way you can go about farming XP is by throwing spike rushes. Now I should mention that this method will require you to have a 5 stack. Basically how this method works is you and your friends load into a spike rush and all pick characters that have some sort of damaging abilities. I'd recommend Viper, Raze, Sova, Phoenix, and Brimstone. As soon as the spike rush starts, everyone immediately look down at your feet and throw all of your damaging util. Viper's Molly will make everyone vulnerable and you should all die within 1 or 2 seconds. Just rinse and repeat this for 4 rounds and the game will end. This will grant you 1000 XP per spike rush. Each spike rush game of you doing this will last 2.5 to 3 minutes. We'll go with the worst case scenario and say that all of your games last 3 minutes. This means that if you farmed this for 30 minutes straight, you would end up making about 10,000 XP, which is about 20,000 XP for 1 hour. Playing out an entire unrated or competitive match will take you about 40 or 50 minutes on average. And from completing a game like that, you would probably get around 5 or 6,000 XP. This means that farming these spike rushes will give you twice the amount of XP that you would from just normally playing the game. Now that you guys understand what this method is, let me explain to you the pros and the cons of this method. The first pro for this method is that it is very, very fast in getting you XP. Like I just mentioned, you're basically getting double XP by doing this. The second pro is that it's pretty low maintenance. What I mean by this is that you don't really have to pay attention to the game. You could watch something in the background or use your phone or something like that. All you have to do is just look down and throw a piece of util, and that's basically it. That's pretty much all I have for the pros of this method. Now I want to talk about the cons a little bit. The first major issue with this method is that it requires 5 people. Getting 5 people together who are willing to just sit down and brainlessly spam spike rushes for an hour is not the easiest task. I'm sure there are some Discord servers or LFGs that you could find of people trying to do this, but I would not count on that. It gets boring really quickly, and I feel like it'd be difficult to find a group of 5 people that would actually want to do this for that long. The second con is that there is a chance that the enemy team will try to report you. As far as I'm aware, you can't actually get banned for doing this, but I would be careful with this one. Getting other randoms involved with your XP farm could be dangerous, so that is why this is considered a con. The third con is that this actually requires you to play the game. This is not an AFK farm, meaning that you can't leave this on overnight and get XP while you sleep. You have to actually actively be at the game, continuously playing in order to earn XP from this. And that's pretty much all I have to say about this method. It's fast, but it's annoying. Not only this, but it's also a little bit risky as well. And that about does it for this video, guys. In this video, I covered 2 different ways that you could go about farming XP in Valorant. I really hope you guys did find this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy content like this. I am planning on making a lot more informational and tutorial videos, so stay tuned for that. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace out.